Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away.
Welcome to another episode. I'm your co-host, Ellen, along with my co-host.
Lee is here.
Okay. All right, Lee is here.
Well, I'm excited because the topic is something that's near and dear to my heart. As a writer of 25 books, not to brag, but 25 books. It's nice to know that there are still avid readers out there, and there's still people who want to read, but say I don't have the time. And I don't buy that. You're just not making the time. You know what I mean? You look at your screen time or whatever other pursuits you do, and you realize I had the time. I just didn't spend it on reading. But reading is so fulfilling. And if you look at any list of who, the most successful and the smartest people are, they're all avid readers.
Absolutely.
But sometimes we can't make the time. So I thought it'd be fun to find efficient ways to be an avid reader without reading so much.
Alrighty then. How to be a reader without reading. Okay, Lee, let's hear it.
Well, the obvious answer, of course, is audiobooks. And not everyone is an auditory learner, but for a long drive, that novel will help pass the time. And then for the nonfiction books, a lot of times they're condensed, which is great. There's even condensed versions of printed books that you can read. But for audiobooks, they're usually condensed down to the best of the information. And so, a book that would have been 5 hours of listening time can be condensed down to an hour. So you're getting the best of it. And I think that's a great way to go.
And I would like to, I'm not an audiobook person. That just, for me, it doesn't work. But for those people that are, and there's people like, it costs so much to rent the books, for like Audacity and things like that. Please remember your public library, because you can get all sorts of books through your public library, either physical disc ones that you put in if you still have a CD player, or you can, there's things like Libby that you can download, and there you are. And all it is a library card. So that's my library pitch for that part of reading.
Brilliant. And then
you can also get books for free.
Oh yeah. Now you're talking.
Yes. Okay. So condensed versions, audiobooks. Sometimes I find for me, if I use reading as a reward, if I focus on this for an hour and a half and I knock it out and it's done, then I'm going to set a timer and read for 15 minutes. And I know there's a certain subset that works for, but I like it.
Well, it combines a number of things. Well, A, you're rewarding yourself, but B, you have some solitude, you have some quiet, you can escape. I mean, it's got a lot of things other than just the fact that you're reading is a good thing, but it does do so many things for you. So you come back recharged. Absolutely.
And, one of the other things I do for reading is, I always believe in this, accountability. I belong to a couple book clubs, and, you have to read the book because these book clubs absolutely discuss it. I've also been in book clubs where we're like, oh yeah, we read it. Oh, here we go. We don't talk about it. But not only does it keep me accountable to read the book, it forces me out of my comfort zone for the books I'm going to read. Because, let's say you have 10 people in a book club, not everybody reads the same thing. Even if it's a book club that is within a genre, let's say you're only reading sci-fi, there's so many things to, offshoots in the whole sci-fi thing that it forces you out of your comfort zone and you try new things.
Absolutely. I mean, as an author, I've gone to book clubs as a guest, and it's, they really are into it. And so you get better perspective on books too, people discussing it in a deeper way. So you learn more about it. Speaking of learning about things, I mean, biographies are a great way there's so much that you can learn from a biography, but usually they're the size of a loaf of bread. So I find that just to the Wikipedia, reading the Wikipedia about people I'm interested in gives you obviously the Cliff Note version, but if you want to read more, you can, but it's inspiring and it's quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, you can go in depth if you want, but otherwise, yep, it's sort of the cliff notes of biographies.
And if you really want the cliff notes, just watch the movie.
And I am, I'm such a purist. There's only a couple movies I can think of that, came from books that they followed the book so well. Otherwise, you're like, what? No, that didn't happen. No, she's not a brunette. She's blonde. This is important. She's short. She's not 6'7". It's like,
you're describing Tom Cruise as Reacher. I mean, I could not get past that. No. They recast it for the Prime version of someone who, okay, that's Reacher. But anyway, I just like to see people, getting in their reading in a more efficient manner. And I think some of these suggestions should help.
Absolutely. And one of the things you should do is be with us again next week for another episode.